It's half-term for the Cumbrian schools this week, and Ratty, the Ravenglass and Eskdale Railway, is running a full summer timetable. I booked for 4 days a month ago, praying for fine weather, but not really expecting my prayers to be answered in this notoriously wet part of the world. It's Monday morning, and I'm booked on the 10:25 train out of Ravenglass. I had intended to do some line-side walking and filming, but the steady rain has made that impossible.
Hello. Hello.
It's my favourite locomotive up front, Beck, but more of that later when we get a closer look at her. Let's just settle down for the ride and try to stay dry in this semi-open carriage. The Ravenglass and Eskdale Railway opened in 1875 as a 3-foot gauge line intended to carry iron ore from the mines above Boot down to Ravenglass, where it would be transferred onto the Furness Railway. The line closed in 1913, but reopened as a 15-inch gauge route little by little between 1915 and 1917. There has been a mill at Muncaster since the 1450s. The mill, now derelict, was bought and restored by Lake District Estates and functioned until the early years of the 21st century. Sadly, it's now closed and is a private residence set amid beautifully maintained grounds. We slow for the first of 3 passing places along the line. We're the second train of the day. The first was the 0930 diesel haul set, which we should cross at Urton Road. We passed the unique station at Miteside Halt and the ruins of the old stone crushing plant at Merthwaite. Beyond Merthwaite, extensive tree felling is being undertaken. Rhododendrons absolutely cover much of this area. They may look attractive, but they are toxic to many of our native tree species. And so we approach Urton Road, where we pass the first coastbound train of the day. Next stop, the Green. We'll see more of this attractive spot. Well, it is in good weather. Later in the week. Journey's end as we approach Dalegarth. I mentioned that we were being hauled by Willenbeck. And this is Willenbeck, which provides the water for our return journey. For those who are not natives of the north of England, a beck is a small stream. The Scots use the word burn.
And the base on a 6 slow for C2, switch the ground over. Base on the 6.
Not going down. No, just putting some water in it. Is it? Putting some water in.
Willenbeck was built in Germany in 1929 for a Spanish exhibition and has only operated on Ratty since 2018, so she's a foreigner with little local history or connection. Is it heresy for me to prefer her over the older local engines? She is, however, owned by the Preservation Society, of which I am a member, so I suppose I can make some sort of claim to being her owner. Now she must wait patiently for the arrival of the inbound train from Ravenglass.
I see Ryan driving the diesel as we go. I thought I am.
Yeah.
Oh, I shall have to tease him on that one.
He does.
The 100-year-old Riveresque must now follow the same routine of turning, watering and recoupling.
Passengers who have booked, please take your seats and the platform assistant will check your ticket. The final call for the 11:50 train boarding on platform number 1. Thank you.
bags. We've got seats. I'm staying in the back.
With platform number 1 clear, River Esk can be turned and head to be re-watered. Now I think it's time for me to head into the Fellbites Cafe for a coffee and a piece of their delicious homemade Victoria sponge. The weather outside remains unappealing to say the least. I'm not equipped for bad weather, so I don't think I'll be doing any walking today.
The 11:50 train is now ready for boarding on platform number 1. Thank you.
So I think I'll go and join it and have a ride back down to Ravenglass. Who knows, the sun might be shining there. Fat chance. If anything, it's even grimmer here than up the valley. Nothing for it but to jump on the next train back to Dalegarth. Keep on the move. And then do another return trip and perhaps have a look at the rhododendrons. They may look pretty, but they really are very damaging to certain species of trees. Lo and behold, it really is looking better at Ravenglass. There's some blue sky and the sun is peeping through.
That was the steam pump. Using steam from the boiler, generating compressed air for the train brake. Yeah. There's an axle mounted pump underneath the tender, and the belt just goes round off the axle, and that keeps the air pressure up in the train. You keep the steam with air, and then you don't rely on the steam pump all the way through. Actually, open and close this, to drop the level, and then fill it again.
There was a quick rearrangement. Strategic adjustment.
As the afternoon draws on, I decide to stay here at Ravenglass. Well, the sun is shining, and who knows what the weather's doing at Dalegarth. The last train of the day, the 1700 from Dalegarth, arrives at Ravenglass hauled by the diesel locomotive Lady Wakefield. Having disgorged its passengers, the engine will have to propel the carriages back into the carriage shed for the night. As the last train of the day is put to bed for the night, let's have a quick look at our surroundings before we finish. In the distance we see the vast nuclear facility at Sellafield, whilst immediately in front of us is the estuary of the River Mite. The coastal railway line runs from Barrow-in-Furness to the south to Whitehaven in the north, and then on to Maryport and eventually Carlisle. The estuary is fordable here at low tide. We can clearly see the approaches on each bank, though I'm not sure I'd be keen to try it. As we turn to look at the valley of the River Mite and towards England's highest mountains, we see the clouds and weather which they so often attract. Over the rooftops of Ravenglass and across the estuary, we catch a glimpse of the military firing range of Eskdale, strictly out of bounds to the public. This was the first of 4 days spent on the railway. A link to the other days is given in the preamble to this video. I must head into the village for a drink and a bite to eat before catching my train back to St. Bees, where I'm staying. Thanks for watching, and here's to the next time.